What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight 8610, and today we have some Yu-Gi-Oh news for you guys over the 20th Legendary Collection. This is a pack that's coming out for Japan, and it's like one of the packs that they can get from their Shonen Jump magazine. Anyway, these cards will, of course, be in our packs later on, probably mixed in with something for us. I don't know how long it's going to take. Could be later this year, could be early next year. No idea on that kind of info just yet, but as soon as I have that info, of course, I will make another video telling you guys about it. But anyway, this pack has new support for Heroes, Magicians, Numbers, RedEyes, and Stardust. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about in this. We finally have the effects for everything, so I'm going to go ahead and start going through all of them. First one we have is RedEyes Tracer Dragon. This is a new RedEyes support card, and let's see, it is Dark Dragon, level 4, 1,700 attack, 1,600 defense, and its effect is, if a level 7 or lower RedEyes monster you control except RedEyes B-Chick is destroyed by opponent's attack or card effect and sent to your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position, and if you do special summon as many of those destroyed monsters as possible in the same battle position as they were destroyed. You can tribute this card, then normal summon one RedEyes monster except RedEyes B-Chick during your main phase this turn, in addition to your normal summon or set. You can only activate this effect once per turn. Basically, this card can help bring back your RedEyes monsters if they're destroyed by card effects or battle, which is pretty cool. I mean, that sounds like a very useful effect where you can just bring back your whole field, basically, if you use this card right. And then also, it's another card that can help you just bring RedEyes to the field. I mean, you can tribute it, go for instant RedEyes, and yeah, I mean, it's just kind of plain and simple on that. I think it's going to be very useful for RedEyes players, too. That's what I'm saying. I think it is kind of like, kind of a better idea, like a better version of Wyvern, and I think a lot more people are going to use this because with RedEyes decks, or at least the one that I've been running, you don't really have a lot of level 4s or anything, so that can be kind of a problem. So it's good to see a good level 4 monster for RedEyes that I think I could definitely use in the deck that I've been using for RedEyes. But yeah, I think this card is very good, and I think I'll end up using it too. It looks awesome. After that, a new Masked Hero. We have Masked Hero Blast. This is a Wind Warrior Fusion monster. Let's see, level 6, 2,200 attack, 1,800 defense. Its effect is must be special summoned with mass change and cannot be special summoned by other ways. If this card is special summoned, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, half its attack. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can pay 500 life points, then target one spell or trap your opponent controls, return it to the hand. So I guess this is the second Wind Masked Hero that we have now, because we got one of them in the structure deck. So anyway, this one seems pretty good. I mean, you're able to have one of your opponent's monsters attack, which can be pretty useful, and then also pay 500 life points during either player's turn, which I think is interesting. It can activate in your turn or your opponent's, and then target a spell or trap your opponent controls and return it to the hand. So you can get rid of a lot of problematic cards out there, and just send them back to your opponent's hand. It seems pretty useful. I wonder if Masked Hero players are going to use it or not, but it looks really interesting. I think it's cool that they got a new Masked Hero, and I'm hoping that we're going to see more from the future, because I like Masked Heroes. I think they're pretty awesome. Then after that, we have kind of a new Quasar, actually. Stardust Sphere Spark Dragon. It is a light synchro monster, level 12. It requires one tuner synchro monster and 2 or more non-tuner synchro monsters. 4,000 attack, 4,000 defense. Its effect is must be synchro summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Each card you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects once per turn. Once per turn during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy one card on the field. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one level 8 or lower Stardust monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So this is basically supposed to be the manga version of Quasar, because in the 5Ds manga, everything's a little bit different for 5Ds. It's not the same story, and that's the reason we have, you know, different versions of all the Signer dragons, are called dual dragons in there. So I guess this was to be the new version of Quasar, or the manga version of that. It can protect each card you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects once per turn. So at least, you know, protects them for whatever, one effect or one battle. And then also once per turn, you can, if your opponent activates a monster effect, you can negate it and then destroy a card on the field. So you not only do you get to negate their effect, you also get to just destroy one of their cards, basically, or any card, really. But, you know, it's just really scary on there. And then after that, if this card is destroyed, you know, is in the graveyard, you can banish it and then target a level 8 or lower Stardust monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So you can get another Stardust Dragon or Stardust Spark Dragon or whatever you want to do on that. Seems like a really useful card. Like I said, it's just basically a new version of Quasar, and I think Synchron players and stuff are going to really enjoy using this card. And then we also get a new number card, number S0 Utopic Z. Yeah, it's a new form to Utopia as well. It kind of looks weird too. It's like Yuma fused with Utopia or something. I don't really know. I think this is also from the manga, so I haven't really kept up with the manga on Zexal, so I'm not really sure what's happened on that. It just looked kind of funny. Anyway, it is a light warrior extreme monster, has a rank of 0, and of course question marks for the attack and defense. It requires 3 number extreme monsters with the same rank to exceed summon into it, and it also says this card's original rank is always treated as 1. Its effect is you can also exceed summon this card by discarding 1 rank up magic normal spell card and using a Utopia monster you control as exceed material. Exceed materials attached to that monster also become exceed materials on this card. This card's exceed summon cannot be negated. When exceed summon, your opponent cannot activate cards and effects. This card gains 1000 attack and defense for each exceed material attached to it. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can attach 1 exceed material from this card. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects for the rest of the turn. This is a quick effect. So it's kind of a new form of Utopia that has Cold Wave built in, basically. You know, it has like the Cold Wave effect. And also, gaining materials in this card shouldn't be too hard to do. I guess you could go with Utopia, go with the Utopia C, you know, the first one we saw, and then I guess overlay for this one then. I guess you could do that and you could get a few materials there. And then of course Utopia already has its 2 original materials, then you're getting, what, 4 materials automatically attached to this card? That can, you know, then I guess it would have 4000 attack and defense and have a Cold Wave effect, if I'm doing that right, if I have the math right on that. But yeah, looks like a great new card. Only complaint is, please start making numbers of the, you know, different numbers that we're missing and stop making new, you know, S0s and different things. I want to see a lot of the missing numbers that we have, you know, like 1 through 4 and a bunch of other ones. But yeah, hopefully we'll get number hunters too, or something to kind of make up for that and give us the rest of our numbers. And then the last card we have to talk about is Oversight Magician. It is a light spellcaster pendulum monster. It has the pendulum scales of 2, level 7, 2000 attack, and 2500 defense. Its pendulum effect is once per turn you can reveal 1 pendulum monster from your hand, then target 1 magician card in your pendulum zone. Its pendulum scale becomes the revealed monster's pendulum scale until the end of this turn. And the monster effect is, if this card was pendulum summoned while this card was face up on the field, magician pendulum monsters you control cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects this turn. So this is kind of an interesting card. You're able to reveal a pendulum monster in your hand and then target a magician card in one of your pendulum zones and then change its scale. So that way I guess you could raise the scale so you can summon more monsters or whatever you're trying to do on there. So that's kind of an interesting effect. And then also it has a monster effect where magician monsters cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects this turn. So, I mean, it's just a card that can protect the other pendulum magicians. But, yeah, it just seems like kind of an interesting card, something to help out with pendulum magicians, which is something that Yugioh would, of course, use with all the different pendulum magicians we're seeing, and the future structure that we're getting, or Japan's getting, I guess, later this year. For us, I would assume it would be later next year, and that's going to have, of course, the new RedEyes cards and a lot of, like, pendulum magician stuff and all kinds of stuff like that. So, I assume that kind of goes with that as well. But yeah, really interesting card, but what card are you guys most excited about from this set? I mean, we get a new Utopia, a new Quasar, a new Pendulum Magician, Masked Hero, and RedEyes support. So tell me which one you guys are most excited about. For me, I really like the RedEyes card, but I think I'm most excited about the Utopia card. And I think it might be the strongest one out of all the ones I talked about today, because with that effect, if you could get a bunch of exceed materials to it, and then use that Cold Wave sort of effect, I mean, you could just win the game really easily with that. So yeah, tell me which one you guys like the most. As always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and of course, I will catch you guys later. See ya.